I'ma hold it down to the death. No Reeboks, cause it's all about a check. Bet $1 million that your man ain't like mine. On money on my mind. So if you in the way, I'll run you over. It's the Heartbreak Army, I'm a soldier. Huh? Wherever I go, my homies come to. I love my squad. We up in this thing. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad.
I'm coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
Sports presents Thursday Night of the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Last outing for Atlanta, they won that game against the Pistons. A 3-point win in that one. Always nice to come out on top in a close game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
And so off the tip, it's New York. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
Last season with the Hawks, I mean, they just ran away with the Eastern Conference. It was the first time they took the East since 1994. They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Schroeder kicks to Scott. Now the pass to Freak. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Thomas.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Schroeder passes to Splitter. From 11 feet away, connects, the jumper drops.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Galloway. He's guarded by Schroeder. They set the pick. On its way from Afflalo for two. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. And 12 points for Aaron Afflalo.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss. Excellent execution of the plan there.
The Knicks leading by 8. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Williams. Feeds to Afflalo. 5 to shoot. 11 feet away, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Schroeder kicks to Scott. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
New York's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Picked by Williams. Galloway, the pass to Williams. No good on the triple. The Hawks trail by 8. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Schroeder kicks to Scott. Here's Schroeder. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Bazemore for 3. The shot is off. Just 3 on the clock. No good. And some tough time for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested in this franchise. Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York. And the new group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Derek Williams comes in for Porzingis. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Afflalo in for Langston Galloway. And so in the game for the Hawks, Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Kent Bazemore is out there with Scott. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Splitter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Calderon kicks to Thomas. Outside Williams. Here's Afflalo. Off the left rim and out.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Thomas goes in. He kicks it to O'Quinn. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And stolen by Afflalo. .103 left in the second quarter. Dishes it to Williams. Hits it from three-point range. Williams has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
For the New York Knicks, they come in off the loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And that kind of loss sticks with you for a while because they probably felt they were the better team on that night. They just could not make the plays down the stretch.
Guys, you know, there are times when you would rather lose by double digits than to let a win get away from you when you thought you had it. And that sometimes is harder to deal with.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. And stolen by Afflalo. And pushing it up. Here's New York. 12 is running, and it's Williams throwing it down.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Pass to Schroeder. And there's the feed to Splitter. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Afflalo. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
Some outstanding numbers in this one.
Lopez. Derek Williams comes in for Porzingis. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Anthony. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Aaron Afflalo. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Splitter's checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Freaks checked in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. Calderon and Galloway are the guard set. Derek Williams is out there with Lance Thomas. And it's O'Quinn in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Galloway. And Splitter pulls it down.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds. Listen, Knicks finishing at the bottom of the East last season. They didn't go into the season thinking they were in for a rough go, making last season all that more painstaking for the fans.
Calderon kicks to Galloway. 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Hawks trail by 6. To the inside and stolen by Thomas. He's got a clear path. Galloway with the bucket. Galloway's got 5 now. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And for the Knicks and their play against the rest of the conference, guys, we've been talking about only Clark 11 wins in 52 games.
And you know, Kevin, what's worse is the Knicks were 5-21 at home against the East. No matter how you slice that up, the Knicks had a season that everybody would like to forget in New York.
To the left side wing. And pushing it up. Here's New York. He dishes it to O'Quinn. Williams kicks to Calderon. Back to Williams. Goes back up. And that one comes up a bit short.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
And the final period of play just about to start. And it's Kyle O'Quinn in for Jose Calderon. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Atlanta. Freak comes in for Dennis Schroeder. On the court right now for the Hawks. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Kyle Korver is out there with Freak. And it's Sefolosha in at the small forward.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Certainly the biggest surprise last year, Clark, was the play of the Atlanta Hawks. You would have picked them to win the East at the start of the season.
Well, they did it, and they earned it. The Hawks didn't have any superstars on their roster, but they won with solid team play.
Here's Afflalo. Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
Calderon up top, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Horford.
Checking out the game Jose Calderon is having. He's got 8 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
He's perfect from the line this time. One thing about Jose Calderon, you could see the frustration in him last season playing a career-low 42 games, and his averages were down pretty much, Greg, across the board.
Yeah, and Kevin, he was brought in to kind of invigorate the Knicks' point guard position, but following a preseason calf injury, you know, he missed the team's first 13 games and never was able to really get going. Remember, coming into a new system where he had to learn how to play differently, and then after all that, you know, you have to shut him down because of that left Achilles. And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
Yeah, you know, but down the stretch here, guys, they'll summon that extra effort to try and get it done, I think. And getting back to Jose Calderon, he's been an extremely efficient shooter for a point guard, 48% from the field throughout his career. But last season, he couldn't hit it at all. I mean, he dropped down to 41%.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Williams, he's checked in for Anthony. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Jose Calderon. Sefolosha hits both of them.
And you know, Ron, his game is predicated on getting others involved. Last season, he had Carmelo Anthony to throw it to, and really pretty much no one else. So defenders could key on him a little more, causing him, I thought, to become just a little less efficient.
In the corner, O'Quinn with it. And the Knicks miss again. Here's Atlanta now. They trail by 11. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here's Galloway. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
At the line for your Knicks.
That free throw missing.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second.
A slight hiccup at the line, but he did what he needed to finish this game off.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul. 15.
And he knocks down the first one.
Next, Freak. Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good from Freak. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
He shot over 50% from the field in the game, a testament to how hard he worked to always find the best look possible.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny.
What a life, eh, Freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, living the dream. Bad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not.
being on some chill. We go 0 to 100.
We got Kevin Durant up next. And you know he'll come to play. I love his versatility, but that makes shutting him down next to impossible. Coach gave us a full breakdown of what to expect. We watched plenty of film. But sometimes you just got to throw all that out the window and settle things on the court. And I'm ready. Bring it, KD.
It's the Hawks, and they're doing business on the road in an interconference NBA game. We welcome you this Thursday evening as we get set for some exciting NBA action. Then for the Hawks, Splitter is checked in for Horford. Ken Bazemore comes in for Cephalosha. And Freak subbed in for Kyle Korver. Well, you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
On the court right now for the Hawks, Freak, he's in at the point. Splitter is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Kent Bazemore, and it's Teague in at the shooting guard. Oklahoma City leading by 11.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter.
And for all the flash and dash in Oklahoma City over the past few years, Serge Ibaka silently goes about his business. While all eyes are on the megastars, Durant and Westbrook, Ibaka lurks around like a jaguar. I mean, finding opportunities to exploit any weakness in the opposition.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now here is Augustine. D right on him. Morrow kicks to Augustine. And the shot is good. Talking about Ibaka, he does so many things that help his team. The little things that always make a difference, even with his superb free throw shooting. Up to a remarkable, Clark, 84% last year.
Yeah, but, you know, Ibaka had an injury of his own. As much as people talked about Durant's injury, the knee soreness Ibaka had cost him 18 games last year. So that was tough for him.
Right side, Durant dishes it to Augustine. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Durant, the pass to Ibaka. Baseline try. The basket good off the assist from Durant. That's now 8 points for Serge Ibaka.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. It's hauled in by Adams.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. From about 16, nice jump shot, good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's Freak. A 3-ball. Can't get it to go. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more stories like this. Group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Ibaka comes in for Mitch McGary. Durant's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Dion Waiters. On the court right now for the Hawks. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Mike Scott out there with Kent Bazemore. And it's Splitter. It's Ibaka. That time on the assist by Durant. And that's now 11 points for Serge Ibaka.
You know, there was plenty to be happy about last year in Atlanta with the way the Hawks played. One sour note, though, was that the team was viewed as a potential buy for Seattle groups.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Augustine with it. Out defended by Freak. That's good. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Well, last season, the Hawks not only had a great year on the floor as they were the top seed in the Eastern Conference, but they had a pretty good day at the bank, too. They sold for a nice price. Looks like the team is going to stay in Atlanta where it belongs.
Yeah, and that's great news for Atlanta, and they were rewarded with a terrific season. A group, including Grant Hill, purchased the Hawks, and obviously will keep that group in Atlanta for many years to come.
Splitter sets a screen for Freak. There's a good screen. Augustine with the steal. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Oh, an elite